magnificent beings. I'm Planet Nietzsche, and today's Reiki session is Native American inspired. I've always had a deep respect and fascination for the people and the culture, and I just think how incredible it must have been to live at the height of that civilization before the explorers came. The deep connection they had with the planet and each other and the tribes and with the animals. And so I want to begin with a sage offering. I grew this in my own garden and it has been charged with Reiki. And this is offered to the Native American spirit, past, present, and future. So, I had an interesting synchronicity yesterday. I was gifted this feather from the neighborhood raven. There's actually a lot of ravens in the area that I live in, and since it's a desert, I often put food and water out for them. There's one particular that's very friendly, and she will come up and ask me for water if it's low or food. And so yesterday she came up and wanted a little treat, and so I went in the house and I got something for her and brought it out, and she picked it up in her beak. She looked at me, and as she took off or jumped up to fly off, this feather came out, which was perfect because I really didn't have anything for fanning this other than my hand. So I thought that was interesting and perfect timing. And this is a non-specific Reiki. This is just an overall cleansing and raising the energy. And so now I'm going to use this antique, if I can get it up there. This is an antique Navajo gourd rattle. So I'm just going to take this around you. Down the front, your sides, just behind you. Now we're just going to do some Reiki symbols. I'm going to warm up my hands. I'm going to start with just a Reiki symbol. I'm just going to push that in. Power symbol. And so, while we're doing this, we're going to add a little light language as well. Now I felt inspired to add some light language to this session, but I wasn't sure if it would be quite right. And another wonderful synchronicity, I was online and I wasn't looking for anything specific on light language, it just came up. And I found a page, it was actually a channeling someone had received. And they were talking about how light language has been around for centuries and we're just not aware of it. And also it's not something that's just gifted to a few of us. All of us have the ability to speak light language. It's just something you have to allow to come through. If you truly want to speak it, it will come through. Some of us have more than one, but we all have at least one. And so it went on to say how it's been around for centuries and is still used today, not just those of us you see on YouTube doing it, but the indigenous peoples around the world. And it also mentioned Native Americans, which surprised me a little because, well, I've always suspected, because the chanting, when they sing and the dancing, I guessed that they were probably doing it for healing to themselves and each other and to the earth. But I hadn't put the connection together. I didn't think of it as light language. So I thought that was very fascinating, and then of course it felt appropriate to go ahead and add that to this video. Ustina. Okay, I'm just going to do a little aura stretching. A little spreading out. Smoothing. How are you feeling? Better, I hope. Well, I hope you're able to enjoy this video. Sorry about the audio. I'm actually working on that right now. I recently made many new upgrades to my equipment and my editor. The microphone I received was not right for this camera, so that will be corrected soon. And I'm very excited to show you the new upcoming videos. I hope you enjoy them as much as I had fun making them. So I'm going to have a lot more variety. And some of the old stuff as well. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you for your liking, your subscribing, your comments. And also thank you to those of you who have recently been requesting my light language package. And I have information about that below if you want to check it out. Satnam.